I've been hearing about this brand that's new to me, Foals, for a little while, and I finally got one of their guitars to test out. Today we're going to take a look at the Foals FS3. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and you know I'm always looking out for those budget guitars. If I can find something that's under 200 bucks that plays and sounds really nicely, well, I want to share it with you because we're all on a budget these days, aren't we? This guitar is actually pretty gorgeous and reminds me if Ace Frehley played a Strat, this is probably what he would play. It's got all that nice sparkle inside the finish and everything. It's a good looking guitar, and again, 169 bucks. It's actually a really nice guitar that plays and sounds great, which you'll find out in the demo here in just a second. I'll give you all the specs and all the details right after this demo. First, let me tell you about one little thing that does kind of bug me. Well, just one shortcoming for me, and it's a personal shortcoming. The width of the neck up here is narrower than my other guitars. I measured it with the caliper. This one comes out to 41.1 millimeters. And when you're talking about the width of the neck, it does matter. All my other guitars come in at around 43 to 44. And I've got some fat fingers, so when I'm on that low E string, I tend to do that, and that's not great, but you know, I have fat fingers. And you may just prefer a narrower neck. That's a personal preference thing. But I do love this headstock, the neck itself. Other than that, the neck is really nice. It's got that natural matte finish on it, or satin finish, and it's just, it's easy to play. And the action on here is actually quite good. So we have a coil split switch. When it's down like that, it's in humbucker position. When it's up, it's in single coil. And of course, that only pertains to the bridge pickup, which is a humbucker. See, you got a little bit of that in there. And that's, you know, again, that's just me. It might be perfectly fine for you. All right, so let's switch that up. Now, when that really comes into play is when we're on a clean signal right here. Definitely hear the difference in this, so. See how the coil split, it does make a difference, especially when we're talking about that kind of thing. But even going back to this, all right, so that was on humbucker, now single coil. And of course, we do have a 5-position switch here, so we're down there, it's that pickup. When we're right here, it's these two. When we're right there, it's the middle. Right here, it is these two, and then right there, it is that pickup at the neck. I'm gonna use the same riff and go through all those positions. Right there. Right there. right there. And right there. All right, so there we go. That's all the positions. I personally prefer the bridge position. It's just how I am, but it's nice to have that tonal flexibility if you're writing or you're playing with somebody who's like, hey, can you do this tone, that kind of thing. So it is good to have that versatility. I end up down here on that bridge pickup almost all the time. Like I said, you can coax a lot of different sounds out of this guitar. It's actually really, really nice guitar, especially for just under 200 bucks. For me, the only thing is that neck is really, really thin up here, and it feels weird to me. Maybe if I had smaller hands, maybe if I had skinnier fingers, whatever. But yeah, I can keep that finger where it needs to be, but you know, if I'm just kind of moving really quick, sometimes it does a little slopping right off the edge of the fretboard. Could just be me though. So there we go. It is a nice guitar that is priced right. I like a lot about this guitar. And when I saw the pictures online, I couldn't really tell that it had sparkle in there, but it does. And you know what? It looks really good, especially with light on it. You know what I mean? Now, before we get into all the specs and details on this came with a gig bag that when I took this out, I actually posted a social media picture for just a gig bag because I was like, this is like one of the nicest gig bags that, aside from like a Kiesel custom or something that I've gotten with a guitar. For me, the only shortcoming is that this could be maybe just about a ½ an inch taller so that it fits in there better, because the guitar is real tight in there and you end up knocking it out of tune every time you put it in here. That's just a small thing. But this is like heavy canvas on here. Of course, you got your straps and everything you would expect. A little hook here on the top in case you want to hang it from something. It says on here, feel the beat and rock the world. Designed by artists, built for artists. Be original, be yourself. Same thing down here. By Ghostfire, which I'd heard of that brand many times before. Just hadn't really tried their stuff out. But open this sucker up and man, it is nice and thick. You got a nice strap on here that it's Velcro with a neck rest on here. So that's a nice little bonus. Again, it's just a little tight right up here. But yeah, the bag itself is really, really nice. There are 2 pockets on here. And what I've done is put inside of this pocket some of the stuff that we got with it. Got a little cleaning cloth, little tool for your strings. It even has a string winder on the end there. Tremolo bar and Allen wrenches. And then down in this compartment, a high quality audio cable. Well, I gotta tell you, usually the cables that I get with these guitars, I toss them in a box, probably never use them. This one I'll probably use. It has a little Velcro thing on here to tie it up, and it's braided, so that's pretty nice. And then this, total 80s throwback, man, makes me think of Cheap Trick. Yeah, little strap for you. So if you're a beginner or you have a beginner to buy a gift for, this might be a good choice for you. I really, really do like the neck. I like that matte satin finish, whatever you want to call it. It's super nice. I don't like lacquer on my necks, and it's very comfortable to play. Like I said, it's a little narrow here at the top compared to my other guitars. And for me, my fat fingers, they just want to roll that off of the fret there at the top. But, if this were my first guitar, that might not be a thing for me because I might not be used to playing other guitars, you know what I mean? It actually has a very nice rosewood fretboard, and you've got mother of pearl, white mother of pearl inlays on it. And they say on their website, built with player-focused upgrades like locking tuners, coil splitting, bone nut. Apparently they call their pickups Popcorn 3. They're ceramic magnet pickups. And usually on these lower cost guitars, it's one of the things I say, well, I'll probably switch these pickups out. But I got to tell you, these pickups actually sound really good, so I'm happy about that. Got a poplar body on it. They have a standard 6-point tremolo on there. I didn't use it in the demo because, well, they just don't stay in tune that well, at least not for me. It's not my favorite, but it works okay. I did use it. It works fine. The frets on here are nickel silver. They're not stainless steel, but the fretwork on here is really very good. No sharp frets or anything like that. Everything's pretty well polished, and it plays really well. I love the headstock on here. Headstocks can get kind of boring. This, I kind of like the way that is shaped. It's really nice. And these locking tuners on here, these seem to be really high quality. Listen, they tune really well, and it's not like you got to keep cranking them. There's no skipping or anything like that. and they look really stout, really hardy. Also, the fingerboard radius is 12 inches. Sort of a modern C-shaped neck, and it's comfortable to play, just a little bit skinny here at the top. Apparently Foals makes their own strings. These are Foals Sunrise Series 10 through 46. I need to find out more about Ghostfire because I had heard about them before I had heard about Foals, and this is a sub-brand of Ghostfire. So who's it good for? Beginners, intermediate players, and maybe even pros if you need another guitar for your arsenal. But I mean, for 169 bucks, yeah, definitely worth it. So that is the FS3 from Foals, and I just want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to my channel, so if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there and notification bell. Click both of those, you get notifications when I upload new videos. Look, your support here means the world to me. You're awesome, and I really do appreciate you. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.